Hey, this is K-Bill with Social FD. I'm here with D1 Dave from the Energy Drink, and we're just going to chat a little bit today about the importance of social media and what it can do for you. D1, how long have you been with the Energy Drink?
So I believe it's coming up on a year now, actually. I started in August of last year. So coming up on a year. Um, Done a lot of stuff for them for social media so far on both multiple platforms, multiple channels too. So it's felt like a lot longer than a year. Just saying a year, it sounds like I've done nothing, but I've seen a lot of stuff already.
Yeah, now, when did you first decide to get involved with the Energy Drink?
So they originally took me on for Brotherhood Buffs, which is pretty much a channel that they created like 10 years ago, just screaming at fire trucks. I started like posting for that, and I came back from winter break, and they had this idea to make an energy drink, and they just got like the first batch, and they're like, "Do you want to come in and like help for a little bit?" Because they were like absolutely swamped. So I came in, I started packing for them. Then I started giving them ideas. They're like, "Do you want to like come and help us?" I was like, "Sure, why not?"
Yeah, now, my understanding it used to be called something else. Can you go
Yeah,
into
yeah,
not you don't have to give all the specifics, but what the name was and kind of the history of that.
yeah. So I mean, it's not like a hidden thing. So it was called Buffed Energy, BUFFD. So we originally called Buffed Energy because Brotherhood buffs. When you scream at a fire truck, it's called buffing. So we're like, how do you get the energy up while you're screaming at fire trucks? Energy drinks. And also, they wanted to do something where we can accumulate revenue and profits that we can actually give back to first responders too. So we're like, it's perfect. We have the BHB Foundation, the Brotherhood Buffs Foundation, all combines into one. Buffed energy sounds so good. It matches everything. But after our first batch, we submitted for a trademark and we did not get the trademark. Someone else has BUFFED energy. So we were not able to get it. So we're like, why don't we just switch to the energy drink? Don't need a trademark, any nothing like that. And honestly, we think we're going to take over the industry. So might as well just be called the energy drink.
Now, you had mentioned the BHB Foundation, and
Yeah.
on the top of every single can, it says supports first responders.
I
Right.
got one right here.
There it is. There it is. And that's what I'm talking about. So, what exactly is the BHB Foundation, and how does the energy drink and the BHB Foundation kind of commingle there?
Yeah. So the BHP Foundation is a nonprofit organization. Um, Pretty much what it is that we support first responders. So whether it's an injury, weather, like anything like that, whether a first responder gets injured, there's weather stuff. Like just pretty much they made it to support first responders. Um, like for instance, we've donated beds to firehouses. We've paid for people medical bills who have gotten hurt on the job, on and off the duty. Just all that kind of stuff. We wanted to give back, um, and then the way it ties into the energy drink is for every single can sold, proceeds do go to get transferred over to that foundation.
Okay. Yeah, because I know I've heard you guys talking on your TikTok lives, and you mention it a lot. But on a live, you don't have a whole lot of time to really explain or get in depth of
Yeah,
what
yeah,
your purpose is, why you're doing it. Now, I know you guys have been founded by two retired Baltimore firefighters.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah,
my understanding is they retired. They didn't want to stop doing something for the community, right?
yeah,
So they
yeah,
came up
pretty
with the
much.
energy drink,
Yeah,
and I think that's absolutely amazing.
yeah.
You know,
It's for good cause. It's all for good cause.
right? I mean, and it's a I love it. It's delicious. Now,
I think they taste amazing, personally.
yeah, I'm addicted to caffeine, and I'm not gonna say too much more about that because I love caffeine, and the energy drink has pretty much replaced everything in our house. I still like the coffee, but
Oh,
there's
hey,
a energy drink in the
can't get
morning,
rid of coffee. It's too good.
right? The energy drink in the morning and one at night. You know what I mean? So now
Perfect.
you guys have a website. Let me bring that website up real quick. Um, yeah, there we go. So on the website, you've got all the information. It even has the story, right?
Yeah.
And then you can order from here.
Yep. Yep. You can order from there.
Now you also can order in your TikTok
Yeah. You
store.
can order TikTok, Instagram. We're on pretty much any seller site you can think of, Amazon, all that kind of stuff.
Now the difference between the two areas, because I know you guys on lives, when you go live, you do something called flash sale.
Yeah, yeah. So we try to do some exclusive sales just to get people in the door. We've been trying to grow our TikTok recently just because TikTok has been absolutely insane. It's literally turning into the next QVC, especially with the live streams. Other energy companies do insane sales every month, and so we've been trying to crack it, like get everything like set up. Hopefully, like sell a lot more on TikTok. So flash sales have been able to help us get people in the door, more followers, more views, all that kind of stuff. It doesn't have to be a crazy flash show. Like anything like that will just bring people in the door. And we make it TikTok exclusive because we want people to stay on TikTok. I know a lot of people like move people to Amazon, all that kind of stuff, but we want to create a loyal fan base on TikTok too.
Well, I mean, that's kind of leads into where I wanted to go. Between the website and TikTok, okay, now it's kind of two different shopping areas, if you will,
Yeah, yeah,
but they kind of tie back into one.
yeah.
Where do you see the most movement from the actual website or from TikTok, or does TikTok drive traffic to your website?
So actually, that's a great question. So from what we've seen so far, so when we do it, online store and TikTok, they don't convert each other at all for the most part. Of course, like we're not pushing it to bring it to our website. We're just strictly doing TikTok, our online store. But for the most part, we have seen TikTok has been rising. They're almost beating out our online store sales. Not yet, not yet. Couple of the days like the July 4th sale, Memorial Day sale, they destroyed TikTok destroyed, but it's starting to slowly rise. Like we're on a what's that thing called? Upward trajectory, I guess you could say, for
Yeah.
TikTok.
Okay. Now that so how important is good visuals, good graphics, good sound, good video? Because I see you guys posting all types of different TikTok videos. And some of them are hilarious. There's one. There's one that I told you was a little dangerous.
Yeah, yeah,
I have to do that, right? I have to say that. Anyway,
yeah.
how important is it that you get it right, and how long do you take in the editing process? You know what I mean? To make sure that you're putting out good quality content.
So the funny thing about TikTok is literally anything can get famous. That's really different than other social media platforms. So sometimes we'll just do like little funny skits that'll take us maybe an hour, like 10 minutes of filming, like 50 minutes of editing, just doing all that kind of stuff. Sometimes we'll do a little bit higher quality stuff. Haven't really seen a difference in viewership for the most part. We have seen a bigger difference for the quality stuff to get more engagement though.
Right now, I watch your lives like every day,
I know. I see you in there every single day.
like every day. But
Top viewer.
right. Uh, so how do you? I know how you respond to this, but how do you respond to feedback? You know, positive, negative, the comments. I mean, you got trolls that come in.
So many trolls.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, but I like you're on Facebook as well. You know, and you're on Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah.
How, as a company brand, I'll put it
Yeah.
that way. How do you respond to that negativity, and how can you change it to a positive?
So we do two different things. I know Ian, one of the owners, he's done a couple video where he responds to comments on our actual videos by responding back with videos. We just kill them with facts, honestly. Like if they're dogging our ingredients, just kill them with facts. We He knows so much about the drink is insane. I don't know as much. I'm trying to learn it. All these like big words are confusing me, but he kills them with facts. I kill him with jokes and kindness on the lives. Um, but honestly, I kind of like the hate at the same time because it's just helping our algorithm. And I mean, you've seen we've converted a couple people who are trying to dog us at the start. I play with them, like notification on the TikTok live. I
Right.
just play into it. He bought like 3 times on there. He's like, I respect it. I'm like, you just have to go with it, honestly. Like you can't like go back on them, can't get mad at them because they're looking for a reaction. Just give them like a good one if you do, and most of the time they'll like lighten up a little bit, all
Well,
that kind of
that's
stuff.
normally how it works, right? Everybody's looking for attention to have fun, and
Yeah.
the positivity usually outweighs the negativity. Now, I'm not 100% sure on this next one, but do you guys? I know you create your own content. Have
Yeah.
you ever used outside creators or agencies to help create content? Not so much the fan base, right? Not the
Yeah.
affiliates. I mean, you as a brand, have you ever reached out to have someone help you with a campaign or to try to get the word out?
In terms of content wise, kind of. Like we've hired like interns to do videos for us, but that's still kind of in-house. We have looked at using agencies to make content. Personally, for us right now, it's not the most financially smart choice for us, just because we do have interns doing the same thing. But we've talked about this a lot in our like meeting at Friday meetings. I don't know. I feel like if it's the right content creator, it'd be amazing to help. But for now, we just aren't using it so far. Just because we're just doing trends and like stuff like that. And we got
Right,
Shaw, aka All Hands, helping us with all that too.
right.
So
Now,
not yet, not yet.
and so on your TikTok lives, you're able to do giveaways,
Yeah,
contests, things like that. I mean, when we're streaming, we give away stuff through like contests and little marble races and different things like that. But on TikTok, you do those there. Do you feel that it brings more people in? Is it worth it, like to do a stickers or whatever, and actually get followers that turn into clients? You know what I mean?
So I will say in the beginning, it was a lot more worth it when we were starting out with like 100 followers. Um, like we gained 2,000 followers in 2 weeks. It was insane. It was worth just getting the followership. Now it's more. I will say it's converting a lot more people to actually buying. Like before, barely any people were buying from the giveaway. Now people are coming and they're staying because we're actually doing entertaining content on the live stream. Before I was just standing there because I had nothing to do. I wasn't packing boxes. Now I'm literally busy 24/7 packing boxes. So now we're starting to convert more. Before we were getting more followers from it.
Right? Because I mean, the interaction, you packing out the product, that you're creating the shipments, you're sending it off, and you're talking to everyone that's buying. I think that drives. I think that helps. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just me.
I feel like people like to stay and just like listen to like I play music. I like packing the boxes is kind of satisfying for people to watch. I have gotten pretty good at it, so I'm pretty efficient. So it kind of looks cool, I think personally. But yeah, definitely a lot of conversions on the live
Right now, do you look at metrics? Are you paying attention to any of the interaction you're getting from all your different social media like Facebook, Instagram?
now.
So
Oh yeah,
you track
oh
that,
yeah. We look at all the analytics, everything. Just because like we got to know what's good, what's bad, what's going to work, what's not working. Um, TikTok TikTok is their metric system is insane. Like they have a whole entire website just for metrics. And I love it. I love looking at all the data, what works. It's pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, because I mean, not knowing per post, it helps. You know, like
Yeah.
Facebook. I know you guys run ads. I've seen your ads there. I've seen your guys's. You know, some of your ads. I got to tell you are just hilarious. I just putting it out there. That some of it is hilarious.
That is amazing. He does good work. I'll tell you what. He's got me tracked. He's got me tracked on all my profiles on Facebook.
He's Big Brother's watching, huh?
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's hilarious. Now, as far as trends, we've talked about Facebook, we've talked about TikTok. TikTok seems to have a lot of different trends that happen.
Yeah. Like one every day. It's insane.
Yeah, it seems like every 5-10 minutes somebody else is doing something else. Are you tracking? Are you guys looking at that and deciding if you should follow that trend or do that type of content?
Yeah. So one of the things that me, Sean, our interns do is that we try to find as many trends as possible. We save them, and then we'll go in as a group and be like, would this trend work? Would this trend not work? And we also have to see like, are those newer videos that people are posting on the trends, are they getting the same viewership? Is the same reach, like, are they getting the same reach, impressions, all that kind of stuff? And if is that trend path like drying out too?
Right.
So there's also some trends that, I mean, I personally don't think are very on brand or professional enough for a company to do. So we also just try not to do those at the same time.
Right. So you're watching the trends, you're doing it, you're watching your metrics, you're creating some really funny content. But in all the different posts and information that you're putting out there, have you ever had a campaign or a post backfire and like cause some negativity on your brand? And did you learn anything from it? How did you correct it?
Yeah. So we've had, so, hmm. There's been a couple times. I'm gonna be honest. There's been a couple times where we've posted something that we've had to delete. Um, the video is honestly, I cannot remember what the video was. It was one of our first couple videos, so we got rid of it really quick. Um, yeah, it was also we got destroyed from the actual companies too, like Instagram, Facebook. We got destroyed by them too. Um, we I don't remember what it was, but we posted it. It was doing pretty well, getting like got a couple hundred views in the first 10 minutes. Started getting like hate comments, all that kind of stuff. Um, and then TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, they're like started giving us like violations for like what is this? So we took it down and then we like read the violations, we read all the comments, we're like, all right, so this is what we shouldn't post. This is like all this like we have a very strict set of rules that we do when we post. A bunch of guidelines, a bunch of rules, all that kind of stuff. We've gotten destroyed from TikTok, especially for posting stuff we shouldn't post. So now we're pretty much dialed in on our content for the most part. Of course, there's always going to be like a violation or two every now and then, but for the most part, we haven't got a violation in 2 months, I'd say. So we've tested the waters. I'll say that.
Well,
we've
I mean,
gone the deep end a couple of times.
TikTok is they're pretty rough on some of it. Some of their violations just don't make any sense.
No sense at all. Literally no sense. But
it doesn't stop you.
We've had on the lives. We've literally had reports that this looks like an alcoholic cannon. Said we're drinking on the street. I'm like, first of all, I'm not 21.
Right.
Second of all, it's literally our product. Like you can see it in our store. Like, how are you reporting us for alcohol?
Right. Right.
It's crazy. Crazy.
But I mean, hey, you learn from every single time. Either the good stuff, the bad stuff.
Yeah.
Are you using AI automation? Not so much graphically, but I mean like automation for analytics or to help with ordering. Like anything in the background, are you using any type of AI automation to help with that?
Well, I definitely use ChatGPT all the time.
Well, who doesn't? I mean, I love ChatGPT. Look behind me. I mean,
I love it. So you're way too good at chat. Like that's insane. The stuff you send is crazy.
I get lucky. I get lucky.
I think it's a skill now. Like you're all the stuff you send is great. I don't think that's luck anymore. But yeah, we use automate like AI automation all the time. We for at least we use a lot for TikTok. I will say that. Also for emails, we send emails. We do AI, so it does tracking, and then as soon as like something happens to that customer, it gets sent a new email. We do the same thing on TikTok. It sends messages to customers for certain events that take place, and then also for affiliate side of that, we use Yuka AI. Yuka is it creates bots that send I guess affiliate invites, affiliate messages to anyone you want to target, along with it also sends out AI trend videos and like stuff like that to show us what trends we could do, along with all the analytics for our GMV, anything like that, what works, what doesn't work. And then also for our TikTok videos, our Instagram videos, they all get sent to Yuka. And through Yuka, we are able to see the difference in impressions we get, views we get, all that kind of stuff. It adds all of it up and shows us what worked.
So it kind of gives you like a snapshot of what's
Pretty
going on.
much, yeah.
Okay.
But you can get pretty in depth with it. Like if you train it right, it does pretty well.
Now, moving forward, do you guys have plans for how to, I guess, based on the information you're getting from your algorithms, your bots, your automations, is it showing you a trend of where you should go? Do you have plans to kind of change direction at all with like marketing or branding or any of that?
Yeah. So I mean, it has showed us a couple things. Definitely demographic wise, we're going to be going more into the golf demographic. That has been absolutely insane for us. Like it showed us different places that we should be going to, like golf, gyms. We thought gyms would be a good place for us, not as much as you would think. We originally wanted to make the brand like just a big brand, like covers everything, very wide. Um, but we still come back to first responders. We're starting to heavily invest in the first responder side again, and yeah, it's been showing us a couple new things, especially with the videos. I will say, like the outside videos do so much better than in the warehouse videos and stuff like that.
Right. It's funny you mentioned you went back to the first responders because that's kind of where I wanted to go. Um, we've talked about the energy drink and the product and your guys' marketing. You've been heavily involved with a lot of the social media. I mean, you're like the face of the company pretty much all the time on
Oh
TikTok.
yeah,
You know, I mean, come on, who doesn't love D1 Dave, right?
exactly, exactly.
But now, you know, the first responder thing is actually the key thing here. That's where the energy drink is trying to help. That's where social FD, that's where we're trying to help. Do you have any ideas or advice for either, you know, like the fire department social media guy? Each department has that one guy that everybody points at. Yeah, put something on Facebook. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or the fire chief or whoever. Do you have any advice if they're hesitant or unsure about actually starting to put their business, because that's usually the biggest sticking point, putting their business on social media?
I would say honestly, just do it. At the end of the day, it's social media. You know, it's not going to hurt. I would also say if you are a first responder, um, make sure you like what's the how do I say this? Make sure you actually go out and like use your network. Like I've done like some social media stuff before this, and I have never seen such a loyal fan base, such a loyal demographic. Like I DM'd 100 people yesterday to hopefully help us with affiliate stuff. Every single one responded just like that. I'm like stay close to home to start, and always like stay with your roots for first responders if you are trying to get out there, because it might seem stupid now, but there's going to be a lot of people that are going to support you because you're doing stuff for first responders or you are a first responder.
Now, in your experience, what do you think volunteer fire departments, because that's ultimately who I help as much as I possibly can.
Yeah.
What platforms do you think, if they're just starting out, in your own opinion, which one do you think would be the best one to get out and start grabbing your community for that fan base?
So I would say the easiest to go viral on is TikTok, which is going to be the easiest way to grow your brand in the first place. I do think the most loyal, if you want to have a very loyal, small but loyal group, Instagram is the way to go for that. But you can always start your TikTok first, get viral, then open up your Instagram and try to convert from TikTok to Instagram.
Right. So I like to tell everybody, websites anymore is nothing more than a online business card for fire departments, personal pages. Businesses, they still use it for their store, but fire departments, informational, it's more of a business card. Facebook, me personally, I look at Facebook as some interaction because that's just where everybody's at.
Yeah.
But TikTok, you're able to get the fun stuff out there. Instagram, you're getting out somewhat professional, but again, fun stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And X, I mean, I use that for the quick, like I tell a lot of volunteer fire departments, use that for weather reports, traffic closures, stuff like that. The small little snippets that
can get I
off
agree
quick,
Yeah.
But I think you're
I
right.
completely forgot about X.
Yeah.
Completely forgot about that. Yeah. I don't even think we use it, honestly. I have no clue.
No, I haven't found you guys on there yet, but whenever you do, I'll be on there because I'm there. I'm everywhere.
Sure.
I'm everywhere. Now, what type of content would you think would help a fire department get more visibility? Like, if you were to go into a fire department because they asked you to come and say, "Hey, D1, can you help us make some content for our social media?" Right?
Right. Yeah.
And you can only make one video, and you can only use one idea. What would be the one thing? Would it be a truck? Would it be lights? Like, would it be a stupid dad joke? You know what I mean? Like, What do you think would help them get started?
So what I always say is character. You have to show your personality and character. I do think a little behind the scenes thing, like you're like mostly character. I would say something fun, like a little fun trend. Make sure to show off your personality, that you guys are fun, because some people will think of firefighters as big and scary. Show off the other side of you. Maybe a little dance. I don't know. It just depends on the person. But
so you're saying, like wait, hold on. You're saying we're gonna see Ian dance?
Oh, we have so many videos of him dancing. We haven't posted them yet.
That's great. If I ever see him up on a forklift doing what you did, dude, I would. That would be the end of me. I would be laughing way too much. That's actually
might be going out soon.
I don't know. I'll have to send him a report as well. No. Oh man. Now, there's a couple more questions I got, if you don't mind. It's already gone on. I don't want to take too much of your time.
Oh, but good.
In your experience, okay, what's a few things that help build that visibility of trust with your base? Because I know you guys have been doing it, 7 months, I believe you said, a year, right around there.
Yeah.
What do you feel has helped you build that trust with your clients, and how do you maintain that trust to keep them coming back? Because I know things happen, TikTok, UPS, USPS, shipping, whoever, things happen. I mean, one time I had a whole package that UPS decided to completely destroy, but you guys took care of it. You know what I mean? You knew, you notified me that, hey, UPS did this. It happens. Things happen. But what do you think helps with that trust building?
So, of course, it's all about pleasing the customer at the end of the day. If the customer doesn't like the product, try to find a way to make it right with them, because now it feels like they wasted their money or the product gets destroyed on the way over. So if someone gets a destroyed package, we're going to send them their package plus a couple other things just for a little apology for the inconvenience. Anything like that. Also, we pride ourselves on responding to anyone that has a problem with their package within 24 hours for the most part. Of course, there has been times where it's been like 23 or 25 hours, but we try to do it same day, become really apologetic and make sure it sounds like there's actually a human being behind the screen talking to you back. Because I know a lot of other people will use AI to type stuff out. I mean, we used AI, but only to start the conversation to keep them in there. But it's all about having a human touch and just trying to please the customer at the end of the day.
Because I mean, I know things out of your control you still answer for. You know what I mean? Like, it's not your fault that the ship. I'm not going to say names, but it's not your fault that the shipping company had those issues, but you're still taking care of the customer. It's just like, in my opinion, again, a fire department, they have a post. Let's say they have a raffle, so whatever it is, pancake breakfast, and they have unruly or unhappy community members. You know, you still have to treat them as a customer. You still have to be concerned with how they feel, because their word of mouth is more valuable than putting an ad on social media. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
That's just how I look at it. You know, I don't know, just me. Because, you know, I've been on a lot of different Facebook pages where a fireman, I'm just going to say it that way, you don't know if they really are or not, but they start stuff with other firemen, and it leads to I wouldn't have kicked that door in, or I wouldn't have, you know, just stood out in the front yard with water. I wouldn't have done you get the same thing as a fire service. I call it a fire service related business because you guys support first responders. You were formed from first responders. I think it's easier for people to complain about stuff instead of trying to fix it. So that's why it's important to respond to negative comments in the positive way. That's why I brought that up earlier.
Exactly.
It's hard for the alpha male fireman that's sitting there on their phone with, you know, their fingers are bigger than the buttons trying to post stuff on Facebook, and it's hard for them to be nice. You know what I mean? Be nice.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it is a business. So we try to keep as many customers as possible because it is a business at the end of the day. But honestly, it also feels nice to help people out anyways. Right. So it's not a huge deal for me. I like talking to people. And I feel like some of my messages, I've had like people respond like, "Oh, thank you so much. I didn't expect this," which resulted in them being like, "I'm going to tell all my friends about this." So it does convert too.
Now, anywhere that you guys, like our listeners, can go, do you have? I guess I should word it this way. That was probably a dumb way of saying it, but anyway, where can our listeners or those viewing this podcast right now, where can they learn more about your business? What's your socials? You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, so our socials are official energy drink on every single platform. If you want to learn more about our story, which you showed on our website, is theenergydrink.com. There have our story on there. We're also coming out with a bunch of videos about why we made the brand, all that kind of stuff, because I know we have a lot of people asking all the time. And we're also going to have some of our, like, Ian's going to make a couple videos, all that kind of stuff. So all that stuff's on the website or is going to be in video form soon on our socials.
Now, I want you to get in trouble for answering this next question.
Oh, gosh.
I do. Because if you get in trouble for answering this, that means you answered it. Does that make sense?
True.
Is there anything you can tell us on this little podcast that has never been done before? It's the first episode. So only maybe 3 people will watch it. Me, you, and probably Ian. So
2 more, my mom and my dad.
Okay, well, all right. That'll work. Anything in the works? Any secrets? Any behind the scenes, unreleased information? Just saying.
When do you think this video is going to get posted?
Well, it all depends on the answer. Like when, tomorrow, in like 24 hours. This hey, I'm just.
All right. I'll say it.
It helps. It helps if you whisper. Maybe they won't be able to hear you.
Oh, I don't think it. I just won't tell Ian we did this
until he watches it.
Well, we're doing the Christmas in July special, July 24th, 25th. But other than that, we're coming out with a new flavor soon.
Oh,
yeah, we're coming out with.
You want to say the flavor name, but you're afraid to. But it's okay. I understand. No exclusives.
I don't know if this one's. I don't know if it's official yet. Okay, that's the thing. I don't know if it's official. I don't know if this is the actual flavor we're going with or not.
So okay, so I'm not going to press, but you're saying officially there's a new flavor on its way.
Yes,
I can live with that. I can live with that.
Okay, I won't say the flavor. I won't say the flavor. I don't know. I was going to say it.
Oh.
So the one we've been thinking of is grape.
Okay.
Grape-alicious. That's what we've been thinking of so far. Potentially.
I like it.
I want a grape flavor. There's not a whole lot of grape energy drinks out there that actually taste good.
That is very true. True. I mean, it'd be cool if you put our little logo on one of the cans, but hey, that's just me.
Hey, maybe a little partnership in the future.
I'm all about it.
Pretty cool. That would be pretty sick. We should. I pitched that one day. We should have like other brands do stuff with us.
So I sent
the Swedish Fish, like all that kind of stuff.
I sent that picture. The little can that I made.
Oh yeah.
I think that flavor would. I think the flavor would be delicious, man. I'm just saying.
I think so.
Now, D1, I want to thank you for the time. I appreciate you jumping on here, hanging out with me, talking.
Thank you for having me.
Anything that you would like to say to everyone that's watched this whole podcast video or listened to us? Because I plan on having this everywhere. But in closing, do you have anything you'd like to say?
Yeah, I have a couple things. Well, first of all, I wanted to thank you as the host for having me on. Use code SOCIALFD in the shop for 10% off. That too. And honestly, this is a cool podcast. I like all the questions. I think this is going to blow up. Love the background too. Background is sick.
You like that? So now that all that's over with, now we can unwind a little bit. You see, so there's a reason. I don't know if you could see that close enough, but it's the nozzle. There's the bail, right?
Yeah.
But that right there will get a bunch of firemen giving me a hard time because it's a fog nozzle. It's not a smooth bore. Everybody's smooth bore, right? So yeah, I made sure.
have no clue about any of that.
I understand you're not a fireman, but you show that if Ian sees that right there, he's going to tell you, oh, he's got a fog nozzle. Okay, that's how you got to say it too,
Fog nozzle?
Yeah, the fog nozzle or a smooth bore. If you want to be on the fire, you know what I mean? You gotta have that accent.
Fair. He uses that accent way too much.
Yeah, but there's a reason why that's a fog nozzle, not a smooth bore. And I don't know why I pointed it out to you, but because I don't.
Is the reason to get people to comment on it, more engagement?
Well, so in the fire service, okay, I guess we're off. Podcast. I don't know. Maybe I'll use this. I don't know. Anyway, in the fire service, you've got your diehards for the smooth bore, fog nozzle, what type of truck, everything under the sun, what mustache wax you use, everything. Okay. So it's always smooth bore versus fog nozzle. Which one's better? And I'm always been that guy to get that conversation going and kind of ag people. You just kind of gut check them every once in a while. So that's a throwback to. just me always giving the smoothbore guys a hard time.
All right,
And
all right.
you never see a logo with a smoothbore on it ever. It's always. I mean, you always see the logo with a smoothbore, never with a fog nozzle. So
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that, honestly.
trying to do something different with the nonprofit, and that right there is kind of a testament to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like it. I like it. It's cool. Good story behind it. Hopefully, a lot of people will comment about it too. Should help engage.
You know how that the hate is always stronger than the positivity when it comes to getting attention. So
yeah, it's like that Ashton Hall thing where he does stuff a little bit different, so people like comment on it.
oh,
Like
I've
the
missed,
socks in the bath and stuff like that.
dude. I have misspelled words on posts on purpose.
Really?
Oh yeah. Like they are or they're like that's their truck.
Yeah.
THERE. You spell it that way instead of the right way.
Honestly, I don't know the difference between them.
Well, THEIR, like that's theirs. You know.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, simple, stupid little things like that, or forget a letter.
Yeah.
In the word. Oh yeah. It drives people crazy.
I didn't know you did that on purpose.
Oh yeah.
That's actually so smart.
Oh, dude, like Facebook, because that's the one that's more text to me. That and X, Twitter, whatever.
Yeah.
The text-based ones, if it's not an important brand killing post, you know what I mean? Yeah, you misspell something or use the wrong version of that word, or you leave a couple letters out here or there. Yeah, some people just can't help it. They have to tell you how dumb you are for doing that.
I might need to try that, honestly.
I'll be watching, and when you do it, I'm like, you know.
Now, I might do it not on purpose because I don't know the difference between some words, but for the most part, I think I know most of my grammar.
Most of it, right? I mean,
Most of it.
you're going to college, right?
Yeah. I'm not an English major though, so I don't know a whole lot. Business English it's a joke. It's really a joke. It is nothing like any English class that probably anyone has taken. It's crazy.
Right.
But
Well,
I don't know.
I don't want to take up any more of your time, so I appreciate you doing this, buddy.
It's fun.
I appreciate it.
Great.
I'd like to do it again. Maybe get you and Ian on. You kind of see how this goes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That way we can get a kind of a small panel. And I wouldn't mind doing this every week, every other week. You know, it's only a half hour out of my day. You know, it's not that bad.
Yeah, not terrible. I mean, if you want to get Ian on for a solo, he can talk more about the Brother Buffs part since he started it too.
Right.
Get that. I know he loves podcasts. He loves joining podcasts. He does it like probably 4 to 5 times a week. He loves talking.
Good.
So
good.
You get him on solo too. I can tell him.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to try to have this done. Well, I got my stream tonight, and then I'm going to edit, so I'll probably have it a big release tomorrow. So,
hey, let's go.
All right, man. I'm gonna leave you with this, and I appreciate you. And do me a favor. Learn how to fold T-shirts.
I know how to fold. I beat you. I'm getting a folding thing. So
I'm gonna have to send you one, maybe. I don't know. All right, buddy. Thanks again.
All right. Thank you so much.
Have a great night.
You too. See you.